Okay, I'm going to call this meeting to order for the Polk County Board of Commissioners for Tuesday, December 3rd, 2024. Commissioner Morthorst is excused. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, next up is comments for items not on this agenda. All right. Hearing none. Moving on for approval of the agenda.
Move approval.
And I'll second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Approval of minutes of November 26th.
So moved.
And I'll second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, passes. And now we're up for the fiscal year 25-26 budget calendar discussion. Mr. Hanson.
Mr. Chair, members of the board, first part of this discussion doesn't involve your calendars. We're going to probably hold the compensation committee later than normal. Norbert is going to be on a trip from February 1st through February 19th. I feel it's important that all three members of our compensation committee be present at that meeting. So the choices are either the last week of January and or the last week of February. Blair has somewhat of a conflict in January, so we're going to go with either February 25th or 26th. So that will be later than normal, but still doable. All I need is their recommendation to insert in the proposed budget, and that won't cause any issues with that. The next one's a little more difficult. It is for the proposed budget document that we have, usually takes us now 2 days to do. I'm assuming that we will do the same format that we have done the past few years. So Norbert again is on a mega trip from March 27th through April 17th. So what I kind of need from you guys is to make sure your calendars are open either late March, which is, I believe, spring break for most of Oregon. We would hold the meeting either the 25th and 26th, which is earlier than normal, or we will hold the hearings the April 22nd through the 24th. If either of you two have conflicts, Lyle said either of those times would work for him, but if you're doing something, or at least you know that you're doing something right now, want to make sure that you guys are available also for the proposed budget. So
22nd's Earth Day, so.
Well, okay, we could do it the 23rd.
Proclamation ready?
We could do it the 23rd and 24th if we want to avoid Earth Day. I'll use less paper this time.
Thank you, that would be helpful.
Okay,
That might do it.
if we hold it late, that kind of pushes the formal approval late. The thing about holding it later in April is you're going to have better numbers than if you have it early in March. And you just have one more month of knowing potentially what they're doing across the river with the state of Oregon and those things. It just tightens the windows in between.
It doesn't pinch you though if we wait till the 22nd of April.
Doesn't pinch me much because it's the approval, the formal approval. We just adjourn the meeting then and go to May. The pinch becomes May to June when you adopt, because we have to get the LB1 out and those kind of things, which are an archaic information provider to the general public that hardly anyone knows or understands or uses, but it's the rules, so that's what we do. But end of April is fine, and we can make that work. So
Either works for me, so.
okay. So we'll put the formal calendar together, Nicole and I, and then get it to you guys for formal approval. We usually do it the last week in December because that's one of the conditions. You have to have an approved budget calendar in that, so. All right, so that's all I needed on those things. Caitlin did tell me she wants to be more involved in the budget this year and would like to be presenting a bunch this time.
It's so.
Will she be the
She is so
budget
bored.
officer? Yeah.
He had me at the first part and then he lost me at the last.
We do co-budget officers. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, that may have not been quite what I heard out of the mouth yesterday.
Great experience.
Yeah, so in that end of December meeting, you will formally approve the budget calendar and name a budget officer, so.
Yeah.
All righty, that's all I needed to know from you guys. Thank you.
Okay. Do we have any non-listed items? No, anybody? Okay. Easy day. We're adjourned.